Well, hello everybody. Hello, 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 hello. It's good to see you, everyone. It's good to see you, everyone. It's good to see everybody. It's good to see everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in today for the class. We're glad that you are here. The family is here. We see everybody is tuned in. Thank you for taking time. Thank you for taking the family business serious. And thank you for growing. Thank you for following up. Thank you for being exemplary. Family, let's appreciate ourselves. Everybody, throw that emoji over there. Shamaine, I see you. Uh, Coach Eric, I see you. Tyler, I see you. Yes, yes, Bryce, I see you. I see you. Everyone, please. Yes, Phyllis, I see you. I see you, I see you, I see you, I see you, I see you. I see you, Angie. I see you, I see you. Uh-huh. Where's everybody else? Uh-huh. Calvin, I see you. I see you, I see you, I see you guys. Um, is Shayon in this class? Is Shayon in this class? Good to see Shayon.
Yes, I'm here.
Mhm. Great. Good to see you. Thank you so much, family. Yet again, it's a wonderful, wonderful evening. We're gonna have a beautiful evening. We planned a good, some good things for you this evening. Before we go there, I want to appreciate everybody, all our mentors that are here. Let's appreciate our mentors, please. Let's appreciate our mentors, our coaches, amazing people, amazing people, wonderful people, the best people you will ever come across. We celebrate them big time. We celebrate all of you, all the mentors, all the coaches. We truly appreciate you and thank you, uh, uh, Coach Eric, Coach Grace. I know she'll be joining later. We appreciate each and every one of you. Also, let's appreciate Pastor Christine. Please, let's appreciate Pastor Christine. Please appreciate my wife. Appreciate my wife properly. Thank you, Shemaine. It's good to see you. Yes, give us some love. Give us some love. Give us some love. Give us some love. Baby, do you want to say something in 30 seconds before we continue? Baby, are you ready to say something in 20
Hello,
seconds?
everyone. Congratulations. You've really traveled the journey. I believe now you're seeing life, things in a very different way, and you're able to forge forward, with a lot of confidence, understand more about yourself, where you're going. And congratulations to all of you. You've not dropped the ball. You have the finishing grace and anointing. So keep going. I'll be there to celebrate you on your graduation. Love you so much, each and every one of you.
Thank you, baby. We appreciate my wife very much for the diligence and the hard work. Truly grateful. Now, quickly before we kick off the class, I'll do a couple of announcements. First of all, if you are not in the school WhatsApp group, you should be in the school WhatsApp group. Reach out to Mentor Grace. Reach out today. Make sure you're in that group. It's our community forum that will be activating very soon. And for now, you will begin to see announcements being posted there. It's important that you be part of that um, community, WhatsApp community, because that's where we get to discuss a lot, and that is going to be forming a lot of our chemistry as we go forward. Now, concerning the graduation, because we have two teams, we have the UK team and we have the Nairobi team, we've had to really scrutinize a couple of things, really scrutinize a couple of things to make sure that everything is aligned and everything is done in excellent uh, format. So, because we'll be finishing this course this month, around the 20th, there, we're sure we'll be done with this part, this level of mentorship. We are proposing to do our graduation, our mbuzi. Remember, we promised you that we will have a whole goat, eh? And we were very excited. We are proposing that we do that in Nairobi on the 30th of this month. Okay, we're proposing that. we've looked at a lot of things, considered a lot of factors, for us to arrive at that. And we feel that is the most ideal date for Nairobi to have Mbuzi. We're gonna celebrate with one whole goat. We're gonna have a good time. We promises made, promises kept. Okay, so we want to do that, and we're proposing 30th. So the reason why I'm announcing this is so that please, that day, block everything else, remove everything from your calendar. Let's have a good day on that day. Now, the team in Nairobi, the mentors in Nairobi, are of course being led by Coach Nilius, will be organizing that. It's going to be beautiful. We're going to make sure that you guys enjoy yourself. Whatever we promised, we will deliver. Okay. So, and we want you guys to bond, hook up, have a wonderful time, enjoy yourselves, So, please diarize that day and please give it that weight it deserves. Now, graduation is part of the course. If you don't show up for graduation, you have not graduated now. So we cannot email your certificate. You have to go on the Mbuzi. You finish Mbuzi, then you graduate. Okay. Of course, we'll have a side meeting on with the leaders to see how the program of the day is going to look like. But we want you to make sure that everybody is there. So everyone in Nairobi, 30th of this month is a Saturday. Please save that date. Now, those in the UK, your graduation will be on the 20th of June. It's a Saturday again. 20th of June. Our Lady Bishop is going to be in London. So we want her to graduate you guys. Okay? And so now the UK team, first of all, we want everybody in that meeting, everybody to attend that No Limits Weekend meeting, because that's where you're going to graduate. Also, it's important for the school to come because we are making arrangements for you guys to come early and see how we set up a big event. It's part of mentorship. Okay? So we'd like you to come and be part of that day. It's going to be awesome. Come, let's set up the entire place together so that you get to see real life. How do you prepare for a big event and how is it done? So on the 20th, we are not doing anything else. All of us, all roads lead to Edmonton, okay, Enfield. So we're going to communicate all those dates. So what you're going to do, both Nairobi and UK, you write your full name. You write your full name as you would like it to appear in your certificate and post it in the WhatsApp group. Okay. Immediately after this class, I'd like that to begin. Okay. Write your full name and post it in the WhatsApp group. The names that will be posted there, only those names will receive a certificate. So please. And remember also graduation is part of the course. Okay. So we encourage everybody to diarize those two events, and then we will keep communicating as and when it is necessary. I hope that is clear and that is out of the way. So far so good. You guys are doing very well. The reports are coming in. You guys are doing well. You can also be able to go to your portal and view your performance in terms of hours. We have chat facilities. You can chat your classmates. You can be able to post on the notice board. You can do a lot of things. Please explore that, your personal profile. Now, today, we're going to do a class called Emotional Regulation and Stress Management. Emotional regulation and stress management. And guess what? Today, I'm so honored. Today, I'm so honored to have Coach Nilius take us through the class. Come on, let's appreciate her. Come on, I want us to appreciate her properly. Let's appreciate her. She's brilliant. She's awesome. She's amazing. She's such a pillar in the school. She is such, an excellent professional, and we are so blessed to have her. So today, I'm also going to sit back. I want to learn from her, and I want us to give her maximum cooperation. Let's listen to her, absorb everything she's saying. She's experienced. She's informed. She's a good person to listen to. She comes 100% endorsed by all of us. Okay? So when she is speaking, it is us speaking. So listen to every word and take notes. Coach Nilias, the floor is yours.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Coach John. It is such a great honor to speak to these great souls this evening. It's not something that I take for granted. I know it is a responsibility that God has given to us, and we have to take it responsibly and make sure that when we are asked questions by God, we have answers to give. So this is not a space I take lightly. It is indeed a very great honor to interact with all of us tonight. So good evening, everyone, and welcome to this 9th session. Emotional regulation and stress management it is. And wow, session 9, how did time fly? Just the other day we were being inducted, and here we are. It's the final month. I know we have experienced a lot of growth, and that is a good thing. So today, I want you to allow yourself to arrive. I know physically we're logged in. So we are not just arriving physically, but also mentally and emotionally. Today is not just another session. It is a positioning moment. Because right now, whether you realize it or not, you are all transitioning into responsibility. In the next few years, if you're not there yet, you will be making real decisions, leading people, managing lots and lots of pressure, and carrying expectations. And let me tell you something early and directly. Nobody cares how talented you are if you're not able to regulate yourself. Talent without emotional control is a liability, because in real life, pressure doesn't build you. It exposes you. It reveals who you truly are. If you cannot manage your emotions under pressure, you will sabotage your own opportunities. So today, we are not just learning how to manage stress. We are teaching you how to stay clear when things get messy, how to stay grounded when emotions rise, and how to make decisions even when others are overwhelmed. Because that, my dear friends, is leadership. So before we start learning, that was just a bit of the introduction. I would love us to start with a very brief exercise, just a small check-in with yourself. And I was lucky to log in a few minutes before 8, and Coach John was talking to some of us, and some cameras were on. So this is my humble request. If you're comfortable, I kindly request you to come on camera for a very short moment. No pressure, please. If you can come on camera, kindly do so. We do a very brief, quick check-in. I'm pausing. I'm sure we built confidence over the last 8 sessions. You don't be shy. Just come on camera for it's going to take less than a minute, I promise. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's so encouraging when you see faces. You're able to put a face to the name. So thank you. I think Mike is with me, and Coach John is also with me. And Bryce, thank you, Bryce. Honestly, I missed you. I was used to seeing your face every time we have a session. So thank you. Thank you so much for those with courage to come on camera. So in this moment, I invite you to sit comfortably. You can adjust your posture if you may. No performance, no pressure. And now I kindly request you to, in a very quiet manner, ask yourself quietly, how are you feeling in this moment? And be very honest with yourself. If my body could speak right now, what would it say? Do not filter it. And don't try to sound put together. This is a moment of truth. This is an honest moment with yourself. This is a conversation you're having with yourself, not with anybody else. Maybe you're tired, anxious, distracted, or even calm. Now take a slow, deep breath in and hold it for 4 seconds. And slowly out. One more time, one slow, deep breath. Hold for 4 and slowly release. Now listen to your body. Do you notice any shift in your body? If you have the courage, you can maybe give your responses via chat. But I want you to know what you just did is not small. That is where control begins. That is where your emotional regulation begins, with awareness. Now, emotional regulation is not a soft skill. It is power under control. When you learn to observe, understand, and guide your emotions, you reclaim your power and take control of your life. Emotions are not your enemies. They are not here to destroy you, but they are signals, they are guides, they are messengers that, when understood, can provide profound insight into yourself and into your environment. Emotions like anger, fear, stress, and excitement, just to mention but a few, they are all trying to tell you something. If you really care to listen, there is a message behind the emotions. Okay, but the question is, how many of us do take time to check in with ourselves? You don't need a special space. Anywhere. This is an exercise you can carry out anywhere, in class, at church, at home, when you're riding, when you're driving. It's a very quick but effective exercise that brings you back to balance. So, how do you master emotional regulation and manage stress? Thank you, Angela. Thank you. I'm so excited. At least I'm seeing faces. It's so encouraging when you're able to see people, you can see their reaction. When they frown, you're able to pick a lot. So thank you, Angela. Thank you, Building Heritage. I wish I could get your name. And thank you, Bryce, for coming back. Welcome back, Bryce. Honestly, I missed you. And I look forward to meeting you someday. So how do you master emotional regulation and manage stress? Number 1, you need to first understand your own system. Your nervous system is your real operating system. It is the communication network inside your body, and it sends signals between your brain, your organs, and your muscles. It controls how you feel, how you react, how fast you think, and how your body responds to stress. And I'm going to be referencing the exercise that you've just done. Every time you take a moment to check in with yourself, there is a lot you're able to pick before your mind translates it, or before your mind is able to understand what is happening. Your body will first give you signals that something is off. Something needs your attention. So your nervous system carries every single signal that keeps you alive, that keeps you focused, alert, or even calm. So when it senses safety, it keeps you steady and clear. You're able to take action with clarity. You're able to make sound decisions. But when it senses danger or pressure, it prepares you to respond quickly. You know, the fight or flight, freeze or fawn, That is the work of your mind. But you can train your mind to regulate. Normally what happens when you experience a strong emotion or when something happens and throws you off, your emotion center, the amygdala, checks in first. So it suppresses your rational mind, the prefrontal cortex. But there's a way we train our minds, our prefrontal cortex, to check in and to reduce the activity on the amygdala. So for example, when someone disrespects you, sends you a harsh message, or maybe you go through some sort of failure, you fail an exam or an interview, your body will first react. Your heart, you may experience your heart racing, your jaw tightens, or your chest feels heavy. And that's not a sign of weakness. That is biology. That is just your body trying to protect you. But here's what leaders do differently. They train their system. That is why understanding your own nervous system is key to emotional regulation. Because when you stay calm, you're able to think clearly. And when you think clearly, you're able to choose wisely. And if you choose wisely, then you win. So the problem here is not emotions. The problem is that most people do not understand their own emotions. And by the end of this session, by the grace of God, we will be able to be so much in touch with everything that happens in our body that we do not let the body, the emotions control us, but you're able to respond and give direction to our own bodies. Okay? Many people do not listen to the messages emotions carry. So they are quick to react before they allow themselves to process and make rational decisions. Let's take a very practical example. Have you ever sent a message in anger, then regretted it a few minutes later? I know we are human. Yes, spirit-filled, but human. Okay? Remember even in scripture when Jesus went to the temple and he had to whip some people out because they had changed the house of God into a place of business. So how would you translate that? There was some strong emotion right there, wasn't there? Feel free to interact. Please tell me on chat, have you ever at some time, maybe when you're growing, even now or even recently, have you ever sent a message in anger and shortly thereafter you're like, what did I just do? Or snapped at someone and felt guilty, or panicked before a presentation and forgot everything right on stage? Or you went on stage and you're trembling, your heart is racing, you are shaking, you are sweating, you cannot, you're not able to process your thoughts are everywhere, you're not able to articulate your words. This is just a response that our bodies give in places or in times of pressure, in spaces where you're put under pressure. And that's not because we are weak. That is your brain doing its job. And the problem is the emotional brain reacts very fast before it allows the rational brain to check in and allow you to make rational decisions. But the good thing is you have power. You can train your responses every time you're faced with pressure. So every time you pause, every time you engage in breath work, just like we've done, and every time you choose not to react fast, you are strengthening your ability to lead yourself. Because remember, if you're not able to lead your internal state, you cannot lead anything that's outside you. So you first learn to lead yourself. The scripture in the book of Proverbs 16:32 says, "He who is slow to anger is better and more honorable than the mighty soldier. And he who reacts, or rather, he who rules and controls his own spirit or temper, I would call it temper, than he who captures a city." So even the word of God has put so much weight into regulation. So it is a requirement, first, as a child of God, and secondly, as a human being, because no one lives in isolation. We need a community. Yeah, I see some response from Bryce. Yes, it so much happens in presentations. You get in there and you panic and you have no idea. You may be very good, very experienced. You may have prepared very thoroughly, but the moment the stage is yours, you can't put yourself together. You're trembling, like seriously trembling. You're shaking. You cannot comprehend. You cannot even remember. Sometimes people forget their names and you're like, okay, what is my name again? You see, these are real things that happen. So this is not a sign of weakness. It is a nervous system that has not learned safety. It is a nervous system that has not learned to regulate. But today, we are going to carry with us our daily practices that we can employ to bring us back to safety, to teach your nervous system that yes, we are safe. We've got this. We have everything it takes to be great. And this is one of the reasons we are here taking this program. So number 2, on how to manage, to learn to regulate our emotions and manage stress. We need to start viewing stress as data or feedback and not enemy. Stress is not your enemy, it is information. Stress is not here to destroy you. Start looking at it as feedback. It is your body, your mind, and your inner system trying to get your attention. It's saying, hey, something here matters. There's something that needs your attention. Something needs your awareness, and something is off. There's something that needs to be in check. So instead of panicking when stress shows up, I want you to get a bit curious and interrogate that moment. Pause and ask yourself, why am I feeling this? What is the source of this feeling? Is your heart racing? Are your muscles tense? Do you feel the tightness in your chest or knots in your stomach? The restlessness in your mind? That is not a moment to flee or to start looking for distraction or to start looking for the next excitement. This is data, and data that needs your attention. This is something, your body telling you there is something that is happening. You need to interrogate. What has just happened? What is my body telling me? Where is this coming from? And the difference between people who feel overwhelmed by life and those who navigate it well is this. One is going to react to the stress, while the other is going to take time and read into it, interrogate it keenly. Many people panic when stress rises. They escape into distractions, into avoidance, into anything that gives them temporary relief. But let me tell you something. Everything that you do not face, it's not going anywhere. You're just parking it somewhere. And it is just a matter of time before it starts to explode. So we need to learn to train ourselves to interrogate every signal the body sends us. There's something that we call body scan. Make it a habit every day, maybe every 2 hours. Take time to scan your body. Listen to your mind. Listen to your physical body. Listen to your head. What is going through my head right now? What are my thoughts? How do I feel in my eyes? How am I feeling in my ears? How are my hands feeling? Am I experiencing tension in my muscles? How is my heartbeat at this moment? Do a body scan. Listen to each and every part of your body. And when you make it a habit, when you are off balance, even a bit, you will know. And you will make it a habit to bring yourself back to balance. You do not start looking for, you are faced with a challenge, and the next place you're going is, let me go to TikTok. Let me look for something funny. Let me look for something funny, get happy, forget the sadness, and come back. When you come back, that sadness has not gone anywhere. You have just learned to suppress it. And any suppressed emotion does not go anywhere. It gets stored in your body. And it is a matter of time. If you do not take time to process, if you do not give it an outlet, if you do not handle the source, it will come back bigger. It is going to pile up and pile up and pile up. Sometimes even manifest as physical illness, because it's not going anywhere. You have to direct it. Temporary relief is just that, it's temporal. But when it comes back, it does not show you mercy. Growth-oriented individuals slow down and study stress. They ask, what is this trying to show me? Am I off my values? Are my boundaries lacking? Do I even have any at this moment? Am I allowing so much room to people who are not even supposed to be getting my attention? Because stress will always point you to something meaningful. If, for example, your relationship is stressing you, the answer is not always to walk away. What you need to do is pause and ask, what exactly is creating tension? Is it a communication issue? Is it about my expectations? Is it about my unspoken needs? Then you get to address what is lacking. If finances are stressing you, it's not just about the pressure. This is feedback to you. It shows you that something in your habits, in your daily practices, in your planning or structure needs adjusting. So start looking at stress as a signal. If you treat stress like an intruder, something to fight or suppress, you lose important information and you will never experience growth. You will never learn how to face problems head on and get to solve them. And every time you're faced with and you're reinforcing that pathway in your brain, that every time a challenging issue arises, you will look for a way around it. Looking for a way around it does not give any solution. But facing it directly, trying to look at the source, trying to look at the information it's passing to you, you're able to make adjustments, align where you are misaligned, change where change is required, and make better decisions. Find a lasting solution. Look at stress like a car, your car dashboard. When you're driving and you start noticing some lights, the check engine light, you do not go destroying the car. Neither do you assume that after some time it's going to fix itself. You dig into the cause of the problem. If you're not able to fix it yourself, you go a step further and look for a mechanic. If you notice funny sounds in the car, you do not put loud music, to block the sounds that are coming from your engine. You start to dig into it and ask, how do I make sure this car does not stall when I'm on my way to an important meeting? If it's something you're able to diagnose and fix yourself, then you go ahead and fix it. If it is something that is beyond your understanding, then you go to a mechanic. Same goes for stress. Too much of it, or when you're faced with so much situations that are beyond your capacity to handle, then you go ahead and seek help. And again, that is not a sign of weakness. It is strength to seek help. That is how you grow. That is why we're in a mentorship class today, interacting with people who have made mistakes so that we do not make the same mistakes, but we find better ways to face life's challenges, to face issues head on without looking for a shortcut. So, same thing goes for stress and emotions. If you treat them like a dashboard, to your life, you gain clarity. You're able to see patterns. You begin to understand yourself better. And you begin to respond with clarity, with knowledge, instead of reacting. And every time stress shows up, it's usually pointing to something specific. Could be your workload is unrealistic or poorly aligned. Or maybe your boundaries are too loose or lacking. Or maybe your expectations do not match your current reality. Maybe your values are being compromised. Or you're tired and your body needs rest. Or maybe your mind is carrying something you haven't allowed yourself to process and express. So we need to realize that stress does not come randomly. It comes with a powerful message. But the question is, are you willing to listen, or are you willing to run away? And the people we are molding today, I'm sure they are willing to listen and address everything that needs addressing and stay aligned with your values. And maybe before we even move to that place of values, how often do you go through your values? If today I am to approach you, Angela, and ask you, the decisions that you've made today since the day started, what informs such decisions? Because most of the time you'll realize some situations we find ourselves in, we have to some extent contributed to those situations. Because when you start your day, what is guiding the actions that you're taking? What is guiding every activity that the day carries? Are you just waiting to be someone to show you how the day is going to run? Or do you have it planned based on your values and your priorities and where your life is headed? And I want to pause there to allow that to sink in. What is guiding? What is your driving your choices? What is your driving your everyday decisions? So learn to ask yourself every time, what is this emotion trying to show me? Do not ask, why am I stressed? Ask, what is this stress telling me today? What is it teaching me? And that is where cognitive reframing comes in. You are not playing the victim, but you're trying to learn from every situation that life brings your way. Point number 3. Master the 90-second rule. And this I would also like to call practice impulse control. And this is a very powerful tool, and it will save your life if you just pay keen attention to it. When an emotion hits, your body creates a chemical reaction. And this reaction lasts about 90 seconds. After that, the problem is not the emotion itself. It is the story you keep telling yourself about that situation. So you keep replaying that insult or that message that was sent to you. And you start imagining the worst. And you build drama around something that might have been very simple. And suddenly, those 90 seconds become 90 minutes. And the 90 minutes translate to 90 days. But here's a tool you could use to control any impulse. When you experience a strong emotion, learn to pause. Take a deep breath, like we just did. And you could count slowly to 10. You see that small pause? It is very powerful because it's going to interrupt that reaction cycle. And this is what impulse control is about. And over time, this becomes your default. Every time you realize you're getting a trigger, your mind remembers, this is familiar. So what do? We pause and we breathe. And in between trigger and your response is a very powerful space, and you have power to choose and choose wisely. I would like us to take a 90-second reset. And in this 90 seconds, I would like you to take a moment and think about a recent situation where your patience was tried. Let me say that your patience was tried. How did it make you feel? And what story did you create around that? And is there a way you would have framed it to bring a better outcome? That is a very short moment of reflection in the 90-second reset. And as we think and pause and reframe that, I would like to welcome any question. If something I've said did not sit well with you or brought a bit of confusion, this is a moment for you to ask for clarity, seek clarity, give feedback, give your reaction, or even a moment to breathe. Take another deep breath, another moment to pause, another moment to ground yourself. Angela. Say something, tell us something.
I think this is a very important lesson, mostly because we are moving into a world of responsibility, transitioning to that kind of world. So yeah, it's really important for us to learn how to manage our stress, otherwise it will kill us. Yeah.
Thank you, Angela. And as long as you're here, stress will not kill you. We are going to equip you with every tool that you need to push through and become emotionally powerful, not just strong, emotionally powerful.
Amen.
Someone else, how did that exercise make you feel? Did you notice a shift in your body when we did the body check-in? How did it make you feel? Someone just come off, unmute and share your experience if you're comfortable and bold enough. How was that experience for you? Robinson, how did that make you feel? How is that experience for you? I know it's not the first time you're engaging in this exercise. So how was it for you? I want to believe you've been practicing. Robinson, are you with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. How was that for you? How was that check-in for you? How was that exercise for you? How did it make you feel? Unmute and talk to us if you can hear me, Robinson. Okay. Okay, I think Robinson could be having challenges. Veronica? Veronica, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Tell us something. We cannot hear you, Veronica. Kindly speak up.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Okay. I was saying, the exercise, the breathing exercises kind of relax your entire body and opens up your mind.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Veronica. Thank you, Angela. Before we go back to the last session of this class, I want to give an opening to someone else who has anything to say, a question, clarity, maybe reaction. Someone, anyone? Okay, in the interest of time, because I can see we have about 15 minutes, let's now move from understanding to control, to mastery now. So one of the powerful things you can do is label your emotions. Name what you feel. You do not manage emotions by suppressing them, but by naming them. Suppressing emotions is not strength. It is delayed explosion, like I said. Suppressed emotions do not go anywhere. Instead, label it, name it, describe how you're feeling. Where do you feel that emotion? If you can't name it, it will control you. So every time you experience a strong emotion, say, this is anger, this is fear, this is pressure. And this is what you call emotional labeling. When you name your emotion, you activate the rational part of your brain that calms the emotional center, the amygdala, that is always very quick to react. Think of it like switching on a flashlight in a dark room. You enter a dark room and you turn on the light, or you switch on a flashlight. That moment of clarity reduces emotional intensity. So instead of just saying, I am stressed, break it down further and state how exactly you're feeling. You can say, I'm feeling a lot of pressure. And you can even take it further to scan your body and listen to where that emotion is. Sometimes you could feel a lot of tension around your shoulders. You can feel your heart racing. Some people experience, you're sweating everywhere, You can also say, I am afraid of failing right now. I am anxious about giving this presentation. I feel overwhelmed by the responsibilities I am carrying right now. So what happens when you name your emotion? You gain authority to guide it. Your thinking mind, or the part of your brain that is responsible for decision making, now checks in. You're able to think with clarity because your thinking mind is involved. So instead of suddenly reacting, I'm sure we've experienced people who, when you trigger them and they immediately get angry, they're going to smash whatever is near them. I happen to have a brother who every time he's broken his phone countless times. So you'd ask him, why did you crash your phone? While you're the same person who is going to go to the shop and buy another. There's a financial implication right there. So it is not a small thing to learn to control your emotions. This is lack of control can cost you big time. It has made people lose opportunities, great opportunities. You miss, big collaborations just because you're not able to make room for people, or you're not able to step into another's shoe. You do not have the capacity to give yourself that brief moment to allow your mind to come and make decisions, from a clear place. Another truth that people ignore is your body holds your emotions. And this in psychology we call somatic awareness. And just like we've stated, if you suppress your emotions, they are not going anywhere. They are getting stuck in your body. And it's going to manifest in physical symptoms. Have you heard of people who have been experiencing serious body aches, or you feel your body is not okay, and you go to the doctor and they carry out all the tests that can be done, but there's no scientific explanation to why you're feeling the way you're feeling? Because they check your blood is okay. They check, everything that can be checked, but everything medically seems okay. They can't explain the source of your sickness. It's some of the things that you choose, or you decide, or you feel you do not have the capacity to express. So these emotions will live in your body. Anxiety might present itself like a tight chest or a fast heartbeat. Anger might present itself as clenched jaw or tight fist. So don't ignore your body. I'm sure you've heard me mention, do a body scan. How are you feeling? And after doing that body scan, you can regulate through stretching. Take walks, shake out tension. Those of us who love to watch sports, I'm sure before a performance, or before some of these guys who run marathons, you are going to see them shake. It's not just something that they do to excite themselves. It's a very powerful exercise they're doing to release the tension in their bodies. So it's something so practical and that works wonders. Ground your feet. Even right now, where you're seated, feel your feet against the floor. Feel your seat hold your weight. Notice that you're held by something beneath you. Calm your body first, and your mind follows. Make physical movement part of your everyday activity. When you're setting your to-do activities for the day, make time for physical movement, because it not only helps you stay healthy, but also it's a mood booster. It is going to boost your mood. It's going to help you clear a clogged mind. So make time for physical movement. If you're not able to go to the gym, go for a run in the morning, go for a walk in the morning, put on some music in your house and dance, make sure your body is moving every single day. And this is you will be surprised by the shift that brings, even to how you feel, how your mood shifts, just by a simple somatic movement. Your mood is going to shift in a very big way. So we learn to calm your body first, and the mind will follow. So before you fix your thoughts, fix your body first. And some of the simple things we can do is drop your shoulders. Don't stay so tight like this. Relax. And we've heard Coach John say, relax, this is family. Stay relaxed, sip a cup of coffee, bring a cup of tea, sip some juice, and clench your jaw. Breathe slowly. Breath work is one of the very powerful calming exercises. Very simple. You do not even need a teacher for this, but every time when you make it a habit, your body picks it every day. Every time you feel like there's a shift and engage in slow breaths, you will be surprised at the calm that you feel. And even as you breathe, listen to how your body is responding. When you breathe in, listen to your lungs filling with air. And when you breathe out, feel your body relax and notice the shift in your general feeling your body feels. Sit properly, adjust your posture. Just a simple adjustment of your posture has even a great boost on your confidence. You know, that chest racing, that kind of calms down. And your body sends a message to your brain, we are safe. And when the nervous system feels this safety, clarity returns. You're able to think soberly. You're able to decide from a clear space. Practice a pre-crisis ritual of health and healthy expression. Leaders do not break because a crisis is big. They break because they step into that crisis unprepared. Like I said when we were starting, pressure does not make you. It shows who you are. It reveals your habits. And if your habits are weak, you fall apart when people need you to stay steady. When everyone expects leadership from you and your habits are weak and you're falling apart, then your leadership is wanting. When you're expected to give guidance and you're not able to put yourself together, where does that put you as a leader? So that's why a pre-crisis routine is very, very important. And as the leaders we are becoming, we need a structure. We need a structure that you can use when emotions start to rise. A simple and relatable process for you, just for you, that you can use when pressure hits, so that you're able to respond with clarity and not confusion. So when pressure hits, you don't start guessing what to do, or you don't start to consult, how am I supposed to do this? Are you able to cover me as I try to put myself together? So have a system. And here are 3 steps you can use as a guide to making and creating your own system. Number 1, stabilize your body. You're going to hear a lot of breathing today, and you're going to do a lot of breathing. And it's the one thing that we always do unconsciously. So today we will do it consciously. So practice slow breathing. Drop your shoulders, adjust your posture, and ground your feet. Feel your feet on your ground. You cannot think well until your body stops signaling danger. So when your nervous system knows we are not safe, there is no way your rational mind is going to take control. Because one of the key things the brain does is to keep you safe. So it will either tell you, let's run or let's face this. So one thing we need to understand is, let's teach our nervous system safety so that you're able to think from a place of clarity. Step number 2, identify the real problem. Ask yourself, what is the real issue here? Not drama, not your ego speaking or you wanting to show people who you truly are. The real issue. This helps you move past panic and it helps you think clearly. Step number 3, and the final step, respond from values and not your emotions. Reactions driven by panic, ego, or anger come at a high cost. But when you respond from your values, you protect your reputation, your relationships, and your influence. So there again goes your values. If today someone stopped you and asked you, what are the values that guide who you are? What are the values that dictate how you live your life? Do we have any? Strong leaders practice this until it becomes natural. In chaos, people will follow a calm voice. Note that when someone starts shouting, you raise your voice higher. Then who is the leader? So in chaos, when everyone is panicking, you respond with a lot of calm. And calm is what protects reputation. Calm is what is going to protect your relationship. Calm is what is going to protect organizations. No one is going to employ someone who is a drama queen or a drama king, someone who is not able to put it together. So with these 3 steps, you're able to create your own structure that you can refer to every time you find yourself in a place of pressure. And again, I do not understand how time flies. And there is so much into the notes. I see right now is exactly 9 p.m. And there is a lot to cover, but this has been very well captured in the notes, which are going to be posted in the portal. But before I release you, and from what we have been able to cover the past few hours, I want to say this. Motivation, you need a stress strategy, just like we've mentioned a few minutes ago, and not motivation, because motivation is very unreliable. It will get you excited for 2 minutes, and after the hype is gone, you cannot even remember. You do not have a firm ground to stand on. Strong leaders don't rely on moods. They rely on systems. Make sure you have your own. We do not show up out of convenience. We show up out of conviction. So build your own strategy, something simple that brings you back to yourself. I want you to reflect on your own stress strategy. As we wrap this up, I want you to think of one thing you will start doing from tonight going forward. It could be the breath work that you've just done. It could be taking a walk, could be journaling, calling someone, interacting with someone who has had it already, who has been through it, who has been through fire and learned how to put themselves together, and lock it in mentally. And you can even say it to yourself. When I'm faced with a difficult emotion, when stress hits, I will, and fill in the blank in there. I will take a moment to pause. I will take a moment to interrogate the situation. I will breathe for a minute and count backwards from 10 to 1. But something that you know is going to work for you, because we are all created differently. We are all given different capabilities. Choose your own structure. And I want to leave you with this. Emotions are not our enemies. They are our signals. The power is not in avoiding them. The power is in guiding them. Because when you choose to learn to observe, to pause, and to choose, you take back control of your life. And remember, the strongest person in the room is not the loudest. It is the one who stays calm under pressure. And this is controlled strength. This is leadership. And that is who we are all becoming tonight. So I want to close it there in the interest of time. And I would like to welcome questions, reactions. Yes, Robinson. Robinson, your hand is up. You can unmute and ask your
Okay.
question.
Okay, thank you. Sorry for not talking at first. Mine is just to compliment. Talking about emotion and stress, I think this is something that I'm familiar with. Thank you, Coach Nelias, because you had taken me earlier before this. And I can say that it has really helped me, and it has also given me to gain more confidence, and also how to handle the challenges that I'm going through. And I can just say that, yeah.
Thank you very much, Robinson. Thank you. And thank you for being present tonight. Anybody else? Question, reaction? Before I hand it over to Coach John to wrap it up for us. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Over to you, Coach John. And I look forward to interacting with all of you, the Kenyan team, as we enjoy that mbuzi and dance our victory. you stayed all through, and that is something worth honoring. Thank you. Thank you, Coach John.
Come on, beautiful. Let's appreciate Coach Nelius. That was fantastic. That was very good. Come on, let's appreciate. Let's appreciate the coach. She's done terrific. I have listened to every word. I have listened to every word, every statement, spoken with truth, spoken with professionalism, and she was brilliant. Come on, appreciate her again. Appreciate her. Let those emojis fly. Let those emojis fly. Let those emojis fly. Let me tell you, what Coach Nelius has taught us today can save your business, can save your life, can save you from going to prison, can save your marriage, can save your relationship. Just what she has taught us today can help you survive another 40 years, even though if you didn't have that, you are not going to survive those 40 years. How you regulate yourself, that instant that things are changing drastically and you're emotional and you don't know how to react, just interjecting in there and bringing in your system that governs you into a structured response. We don't react, we respond. That is what the system does. Today's lesson, I want you to go to those notes, read them. Read them. My wife and I, and please allow me just 1 minute. Sometimes we even go to prisons here in the UK to go and visit, to go and minister to people, to go and love on people. We are pastors. That's what we do. And every time you sit with people from different places, you get to hear, especially people who snapped, did something, they wish they had listened to something like this before. I'm telling you, you keep hearing those stories with our young people who have been arrested by police. Small things, because nobody taught them this, that when you're about to react, don't react. This is how you behave. This is how you systematize your responses. Okay? So this is a very key thing, and I want you to go and study it. It's not just good for your emotional, mental health. It's very, very important for your structuring as a leader. We are so grateful that you could tune in tonight. The family is blessed. This family is blessed. This family is very, very, very blessed. And we know that we will make it. All of us will make it. Nobody shall fall by the wayside. Nobody is going to be ignorant. No, all of us. One day, you will remember data, details that you learned in this school, and it will help you move from one season into another. So we are very, very grateful. Please go to the portal. The notes are there. If there's something you didn't understand, all the notes are there. This video is going to be uploaded also on the school portal so that you're able to revisit and rewatch. It's going to be a blessing. Please keep in mind all the announcements that we made. They're going to also be posted on the WhatsApp group. Make sure you go to the WhatsApp group. Make sure you list your names there as you would like them to appear on your certificates. And make sure that you keep the date 30th for Nairobi and 20th of June for the UK. God bless you. We love you. We love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Coach Nelius, that was fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. My wife and I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being so terrific. Thank you for bringing it home.
Thank you, John.
Home. Yeah, that was awesome. We truly, truly are grateful. And thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you. God bless you. Phyllis, I see you. I see you. Eds, it's good to see you. Dr. Eddie, God bless you. Good to see you. Looking so lovely. Bryce, it's so good to see you. So good to see you guys. Good to see you, Hope. Good to see everyone. Calvin, is good to see you. Robinson, Mike, it's good to see you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you guys. We love you, love you, love you, love you. We see you next Tuesday.